Police Federation has branded the abuse of officers as despicable after records revealed more than 1,000 COVID-related assaults. Police Scotland say the assaults were part of almost 7,000 attacks on officers and staff over the past year. It comes as Glasgow, the city currently subject to the strictest coronavirus restrictions in Scotland, prepares to host a 6,000 capacity Euro 2020 fan zone in 2 weeks' time. Anne Smith reports.
Police officers and staff have continued to work throughout the pandemic but have regularly suffered COVID-related assaults. Files reveal over 1,000 incidents were recorded where the words spit, cough and COVID are used. The abuse is amongst almost 7,000 assaults on police over the last year, an increase of more than 400 on the year before. The Scottish Police Federation, which represents officers, is warning that a lack of vaccination is making them vulnerable.
Most people will accept that these are absolutely appalling figures. From a very early stage, the Scottish Police Federation has been arguing for early vaccination, once the vulnerable people were done, to get all police officers vaccinated because of the occupational risk which we face. And these figures just underpin that risk. But the Scottish Government was tone deaf to that.
The Police Federation has appealed to the public to be compliant ahead of a 6,000 capacity Euro 2020 fan zone, which opens in Glasgow in 2 weeks. The city is the only area in Scotland currently in level 3 COVID restrictions. But Deputy First Minister John Swinney says he expects the restrictions to be eased before the tournament begins.
That's the direction we think we're heading in. We think this extra week was necessary to try to give us the advantage of suppressing the virus, but we are optimistic that we will be able to do that at the end of this week.
There needs to be a risk assessment, and if it looks risky, given infection levels are high in Glasgow, then of course there needs to be a change of plan.
Meanwhile, more than 2 million Scots are now fully vaccinated against coronavirus. Scotland recorded 526 new cases, but no further deaths have been reported in the last 24 hours. Anne Smith, STV News.
An MP in charge of the SNP's finances has quit, claiming he was not given enough information to do the job. Douglas Chapman, the MP for Dunfermline and West Fife, announced he'd resigned as National Treasurer of the party last night. Mr Chapman took over the role last year. Police are hunting for a man said to have had a gun in a Dundee street. Officers were called to the city's Albert Street at around 1:30 p.m. yesterday to a report of a man with a handgun. There are no reports of injuries. Inquiries are currently ongoing to trace him. Sir Mick Jagger and Sting are among a host of stars supporting a fundraising concert in memory of a Glasgow teenager who died from a brain tumour. Daniel Kaplan died in December after being diagnosed with a rare form of brain tumour last year. His fellow pupils at Hutchison's Grammar School organised the online concert, which aims to raise £500,000 for charity.
He always kind of reached for the stars, and he's now getting not only as all his classmates and his friends at Hutchie doing this amazing thing for him, but also the well-known superstars, global superstars that are assisting and helping him and supporting the charity night and supporting the concert. It's fantastic.
Football, and Kevin Nisbet says he hopes he gets a chance at his first Scotland goal ahead of their 2 pre-Euro 2020 friendlies. Steve Clarke's squad are training in Spain before they first take on Holland and Portugal on Wednesday, then an away friendly against Luxembourg on June the 6th. Nisbet made his international debut in Scotland's 4-0 World Cup qualifying win over the Faroe Islands in March and is keen to make his mark in dark blue.
Unbelievable. I just want to get my first Scotland goal as quick as possible. I think for any striker to do that is something that you always look to get your first goal very quick, and hopefully I can get it in the friendlies and take that into the Euros.
That's all from the STV newsroom for now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.